Hey, what's up, JD Aliens? Welcome back. And to you new guy, girl, who just showed up to see these LG Tone Frees. I know you came here to see this, but you're going to keep coming back for the party because it's always popping over here. Now, hold on real quick. I was pulling something up on the computer. I'll be with y'all in just a second.
Let's do it.
Okay. I'm ready. So, man, today is going to be more of a real review type of situation. I usually just kind of, open up products and just kind of do a little showcase of them and a little jam session and just kind of move on that way. So it's more of a showcase than a review. Today, we're doing a real review of the LG Tone Frees with Meridian technology built in and some other goodies that LG has done for us. Like I said, man, the unboxing's already been done, but I'll just go ahead and fly through it real quick. Got some quick startup instructions right here. Product comes right there. And then you got an accessories box with some ear tips in there. And they're not your traditional ear tips. These are just more like silicone gel covers. Just for a little bit of protection, I guess you would say, and it tells you how to put them on. And then you got some instructions, which I did go through, and a USB-C charging cable because you charge these things up via USB-C. And with the case, you get up to 21 hours, I believe, and with a single charge, you get 6 hours for the earbuds. So that's kind of, man, I forgot I had these things in my ear. I was like, where the earbuds at? Okay, so that leads to a good point I want to just point out right now. You can literally forget these things in your ear because they have an open ear design. So there's the silicone gel tip. It actually came with the small on it. I usually have to change things out to large because I got big ear canals, but for some reason the smalls feel better. And you can see how this open grill right here, that actually shoots into your ear and it just kind of rests right there, just like that. And it just turned on. So they have a sensor as well. You can see that sensor right there. It just kind of lets you know whether it's in your ear, or it lets itself know whether it's in your ear or not. Then you got your charging pins, and there's a mic right there and a mic back here. And this is not a button. It is actually a touch sensitive pad, which lets you do a couple of tricks that this thing has up its sleeve. But, the whole spec thing, like I said, I normally don't do it because I'm just kind of unboxing and showcasing. But today I want to get into some specs because this is a $200 product, man. So we need to talk about this. Let's go over to the computer and run through some specs real quick. Okay, let's open up the browser that I had open. There we go. Yep, $199 on LG's website right here. And the things I wanted to get into were some specific things that are specific and unique to these earbuds. The first thing is the UV nano charging case, which reduces bacteria on the earbud. So basically what you do is you put your earbud, you take it out, you put it in the case, and there's this little sensor in there that you can see, or I don't know if it's a sensor or just the UV light, but it'll actually kind of clean the tip of the earbud, which is super cool, man. I mean, if you got dude, you got to still clean your ears. If you got like a bunch of nasty gunk coming out of there, which you shouldn't because they kind of sit lightly in your earbud. They don't really get in there and stick to anything and seal your ear off. These are like an open ear design. That way you can still hear your environment, and that's why you can get lost in them and kind of forget you have them on. But it just basically kind of cleans up some bacteria, some of the microbes that, reside in there. And this is something I never actually thought about because traditionally I was using the Galaxy Buds or whatever earbud with the full size silicone ear tip that gets in there. You stick it in there, seals up your ear. I take it off. If there's any kind of residue or something on there, I just basically just take my 2 fingers, wipe it off, do that on my pants or something like that, and then stick it back in the case, only to put that same thing back in my ear the very next time. Never considered that I was transmitting germs that I used to have back into my ear and back and forth into the case. So this is new to me, like something that we do all the time and never thought about it. So LG is actually thinking about our ear health here and helping us prevent jungle rot from developing in your ear holes. So next I want to talk about this Meridian technology stuff. Now it's no secret that LG and Meridian technology are all up in the love tree making great products, right? And this is no exception to the rule. Now, even though these are an open ear design and they still let you hear the outside environment and they don't seal your ear, so you're not going to get that full size bass or, full surround, like just like stuck in some headphones, right? You're not going to get that. But what you will get is pretty much the best audio quality I've heard, like with details, out of some open ear type of earbuds, you know, like AirPod style, you know, earbuds like that. This is actually the best I've actually heard. They have 3 different EQ. Wait, hold on, let me go through them real quick. So you double tap, no, you triple tap. So you triple tap, that's flat mode, treble boost, you got normal, and bass boost. So for me, my personal preferences are normal and bass boost. Normal actually does have enough bass for me, but every once in a while I'll triple tap it and toggle that bass boost because I want that little extra kick. Now, when we talk about bass boost, we're not talking about like boomy bass that's in your ears like if you use regular ear tips. No, but you will hear the details in the sound. It's a full spectrum of sound coming from just music being blasted into your ear, open air style. And that's pretty impressive considering most of these earbuds that are designed like this kind of sound like trash, man. There's only been like 1 or 2 that sound great. These sound spectacular. So it's pretty impressive that they were actually able to do that with that Meridian technology. You know I'm a huge fan of that anyways, right? And yeah, they got this multi-layer metal for superior sound. I'm pretty sure that's got a lot to do with it. Let's see what else we got. The personal concierge at your ear tips. So these things are seriously integrated with Google Assistant or Siri for that matter. I'm a Googler, I'm an Android phone user. So Google Assistant is my thing. So if you double tap, let me make sure, double tap, it will read all of your, it's 10:36 a.m. and it tells me all of my notifications. Okay, I got a lot of them. So you double tap and it'll start reading your notifications out loud to you that are on your phone in a nice, pleasant Google Assistant voice, which is really nice because sometimes you don't want to take your phone out of your pocket, but that's something I got to talk about later, the whole taking your phone out of your pocket thing. But yeah, you get your notifications, like you can feel the vibrate or you can hear the chime in the earbuds, but you don't know what it is. So just a quick double tap and you can figure out what that was, whether it was important or not. So let me tell you about one thing I'm really appreciating as far as the deep integration of the assistant into these earbuds. All you got to do is tap and hold and start talking. You can give commands or ask questions, and as soon as you take your fingertip off, it stops listening, but the command has been received. So check this out. Tap and hold, turn off the studio, let go, and then bam, everything's off now. So tap and hold, turn the studio on, let go, and then all the lights start just coming back on. You don't have to say, okay, what's her face? Or, you know, hey, what's your face? You don't have to say that. See, you should be thanking me. I didn't trigger your stuff. But yeah, I'm just really glad that I can actually be in the house, like listening to a podcast, which sounds fantastic, by the way, with one earbud going, and then I can just tap and hold versus having to talk to my whole house and I got all these things being triggered. So that's been really clutch as far as the deep integration of the assistant. Let's move on to the next thing. All right, we talked about the battery life and stuff, the 21 hours and 6 hours total per earbud. Oh yeah, power in a pinch. So we got 5 minutes of charging, and that's going to give you 1 hour of playtime. So yeah, that's definitely in a pinch because an hour isn't that long. But let's just say this. Let's say you was going to do some exercise, right? Because these things are rated for, there it is, IPX4, water and sweat resistant, splash proof sound. So let's just say you had them with you, right? And then you was listening to them all day at work. Now, you know, they're not charged up and you were getting ready to go to the gym. Now, first off, if you're working out more than 1 hour in the gym, you're doing things wrong. You might need to check your regimen out. But if you go to the gym right after work, earbuds ain't charged up, while you're getting dressed, you can put these things in the charger for 5 minutes, pull them out, and you got an hour worth of a workout to do. Now, with that being said, you're in a gym, there's a lot of commotion going on. And even though I said these are open ear design and you can still hear your environment, I just got back from Walmart. That's why I got my hat on. So let me take this off. I just got back from Walmart. I was shopping, had these in. I was listening to a podcast and some music, just kind of sampling the headphones, right? Or the earbuds. And I couldn't hear the crowd, but at full blast, I could not hear the crowd. But when they made an announcement over the intercom, I couldn't necessarily figure out what they were saying because the music was so loud, but I could hear that they were saying something. So, you know, I might have wanted to catch that. So a single tap will pause the music and let me hear what I need to hear, like clearly, because they're open. They're kind of like an open concept. Now, what else do I need to get into before I get into how these things actually perform and stuff? Well, I've been telling you that, but yeah, there's the Find My Earbud technology. So if you lose them and you're irresponsible, you can find them again. Oh, the quick pairing. These things pair so quickly. You just pull them out of the case and they just start working. That's been phenomenal. Like, you don't have to repair or do anything weird to them to get them to turn on. They just kind of know what to do when you want it. All right, so that's it for that page right there. Oh, I know you guys are going to want to know some stuff. Let me see here. Since I got the web up, let me just go through some nerd stuff real quick. Yeah, don't see anything about aptX or anything like that. And here's the thing, man. This is an open website. I don't have like private access to this website. Click on it and you can read yourself whatever else you want to find out. But let me tell you about the sound performance of these things. Music quality, we've kind of already talked about. Like, it's pretty phenomenal what they've done with this type of earbud and the sound that comes out of here. Phone calls. Called the wife. She said it sounded like I was on a phone. It was a very natural sounding phone call, being that I could still hear my environment and it wasn't being electronically reproduced through ambient sound or something like that. I heard my natural environment and I heard her loud and clear with both earbuds in. And oh, by the way, you can use one or the other. You don't have to do anything weird. You put one in the case, it's still working. No glitches, no pauses, no nothing. You can hot swap them out. Flawless. But yeah, very natural sounding phone call for me. And for her, she said it sounded great. Like, she had no complaints, didn't sound far away or anything like that. Just a regular phone call. Actually, she didn't know until I asked and started talking about it. But there's one big factor that I would actually change or add actually to these earbuds. I looked through the instructions and I did not see any functionality to either raise or lower the volume, which most earbuds don't have that. If you have an app, you can do it, or, you know, like, you can program it, but most earbuds don't have it. But a big one for me is being able to change the tracks. Now, LG does have a dedicated app for the earbuds, but it doesn't give you much freedom in there. It just gives you like notification settings and Find My Earbud and some EQ settings, the one we talked about before. But yeah, I would really like to be able to either change the tracks. That's probably my most important feature to add. And they could do it through maybe an OTA update, you know, because it is a touchpad as well. And they have a dedicated app. So that could be added in the future, and I would love to see that. Or volume control. So you'll definitely be needing to kind of take out your phone here and there if you want to raise the volume or change the tracks. That would be my only caveat with these. Other than that, man, these things are freaking nice. Oh my goodness. So I'm really challenged right now, man. Like, I have a lot of earbuds and like I have 4 of them that are fantastic. 2 of them are like this open ear style and 2 of them are the closed silicone tip style. And you know, they each have their purpose. Like the closed silicone tip, great for working out and when you don't want to be disturbed by nobody, right? So those are always a keeper. But now I'm kind of feeling this open ear concept, man. This is nice because you can pretty much wear them all day and you catch your phone calls, and these are perfect for podcasts, man. If you're a podcast listener, like, these are your best friend right here because the voices just come through so clean and everything is just, it just works like it's supposed to work. And I mean, I was using something else, but dude, I think these are the new champs in my book, man. Because first of all, I really like the form factor. It doesn't have that long boom AirPod style. I really don't like that. I'll do it if it's a darker earbud, but these, I like the kind of short stubby look here. You know, you don't have a lot of branding there. It just kind of sits in your ear. You kind of rotate it down. It starts working and does what it does. But y'all know me, man. I ain't no expert in this kind of stuff. I just like jamming my music, listening to podcasts here and there and audio books and stuff, and just sharing my experience with y'all. And I figure I'd go a little bit more in depth on this one because these suckers are kind of on the expensive side, and you know, it's one of the top brand companies, so you probably want some more details. But other than that, man, I'm just gonna keep using these. They've been in my ears since yesterday. I put them in and they haven't really come out. So that says a lot because I own a lot of earbuds. It says a lot about these LG Tone Frees, man. I highly recommend them if this is something you've been checking out. But once again, I ain't no expert and I sure can't tell you how to spend your money. But what I can tell you is that membership has its privileges. So while you're down there digging in my social media and stuff, like follow me on Instagram and Facebook and Twitter and stuff like that, make sure you subscribe to my other channels, and you can now become a member of the channel. There's 3 different tiers that you can check out down there. Look at the details because it's in the details. You get different perks, man. You can be in my personal private Discord, get sneak peeks to early videos I'm gonna do, and behind the scenes footage. So yeah, that's up to you, man. Either way, I gotta get out of here and go make some more videos. So make sure you throw those emoji hands up in the comment section. Stay classy, and I'll see y'all at the next one. Oh, so you wanted them cats that like to just run up in a place, take what you want, then leave, huh? Man, you better hit that subscribe and notification button. That way you know when I'm over here opening up new stuff. And while you're down there, you may want to consider tapping that join button and becoming a member, because membership has its perks. See, that wasn't so bad. All right, man, I appreciate you, and I'll see you at the next one.
Are you not entertained? Are you not entertained? Is this not why you are here?